Okay, listen up, everybody. I'm going to do a short version of the pregame show, about 10 minutes, or so. We're going to try to make it quick. I know there's a million pregame shows that everybody wants to watch. So I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. While I was, taking down a couple of notes for the game, kind of what I thought, ahead into the game. I guess I do it more for myself, but I figured since I took the notes, I might as well pass them along to everybody. Just some things that I think you need to watch for this game today. Florida State versus LSU. Later on, you can go back and watch it after the game. See how right and wrong I was. And Monday on the show, you can tell me, that I had it all wrong, or it's okay to compliment and say I had it all right. First and foremost, one big shout out because I had to rebalance the earth. I had to get my chi back right in the sports world. So what do? When I go to my one go-to move when I gotta get my sports world back on balance. That's right. The Kenny right there, Kenny Klein polo that he gives out every year for the media golf event. Of course, because of COVID, we didn't get to have that event this year. But Kenny Klein gonna get grounded, get back on the winning streak. Started with the polo. It'll get you right back on earth. I only pull this polo out for two reasons. One, to get back right with the sports world, and number two, make sure I haven't gained too much weight in the last couple of years. I think it still looks good. So here we go. First thing I want to talk about: aggression. Look for it. Look for it in penalties. Look for it in extra, chippiness. Now, it's not going to be uh, uh, it's not going to be that extra, aggressive sideline penalty. You might see those early. If Louisville has those kind of penalties early, and not just egregious, I mean just a little extra, you know, you know, um, my center from last year. I can't think of his name right offhand. Of course, we all used to love him. Of the center, New York Giants. You know who I'm talking about. Last year, he would always put a little extra stink in the opening plays, block a guy all the way out of bounds. I can't believe his name is escaping me right now. I'm sure everybody's dying. You can think of his name. What is his name? I can't think of it. Anyway, it's the moment the video ends, it's going to come right to me. Actually, it might come to me during the middle of the video. Aggression, extra aggression early on will tell you if Louisville feels like they can go out here and take a game. So that's one thing to look for. Just look for it early on. Like I said, extra stuff. Tight ends trying to get the extra hit. Braden Smith gets an early play, tries to run over somebody. Des Fitzpatrick, instead of going out of bounds, wants the smoke, wants the extra contact. Look for those. Those, if you see those early, that's a great sign that Louisville came to play. Next one, I'll say second efforts on the defensive line. Second efforts when you seem to be blocked. Guys are, being physical, and then a running back will run right by him or something like that. A lot of these guys, when they're really just playing desperate, they'll spin into the running back. They'll make sure they stay in their lanes and they'll spin back into their gaps. They won't get out of the place, but the way you get back in place is by that second effort. You get a lot of that on the defensive line. That's a good early sign. Something else, um, pursuit angles are going to be important. I don't think that Jordan Travis is as good as he's been playing, but you don't want to take him lightly, and you don't want to let him outrun your guys to the sidelines. Like, because physically Florida State is going to be strong. If they can get away with pushing you up the middle consistently, it's going to it's like the middle is going to be the body blow, but those outside the counter action, the trap action, those are going to be the game breakers. So you're going to have to stay in your lanes. You're going to have to you're just going to have to stay in your angles. You're gonna have to stay on the top. It's gonna be really important. Like teams that are like physically a little more talented than you, these are just gonna be the most important things of your discipline. Because in that offense, you don't want to be outflanked. Norvell, he can, once he starts outflanking you, once they start dragging you into the middle with Florida State level players, and then getting to that sideline, one or two guys can make you miss. They're going to the sideline or they're going to the end zone. You just really want to watch out for that. Special teams, special teams, special teams, special teams. Florida State is not afraid to put their best players and really best players on special teams. They are not afraid to commit to trying to block punts. They are not worried about being against Louisville. Maybe you might have calmed them down with your fake punt, fake field goal, um, onside kicks. Maybe Satterfield has shown enough video to slow Florida State down a little bit on special teams, but I would be extra, extra careful. I'd be surprised if there wasn't a whole lot more attention being paid to just the basic blocking schemes in special teams and capitalizing on an over aggressive Florida State special teams group. So watch, special teams might be huge, and I think both teams are trustworthy of their kicking game, their special teams game, trick plays. It would not surprise me if it took a special teams play to break open the game. Now, whichever way it goes, that remains to be seen. But special teams, special teams, special teams, important. Be on the lookout for that one. Again, Jordan Travis. I kind of go back to that one. Hit. Jordan Travis. Jordan Travis is running right now, and he hasn't got hit enough. Jordan Travis right now is in that phase of his body hasn't taken enough hits at the quarterback position. A lot of the new running quarterbacks, Georgia Tech quarterback, young quarterbacks, young Malik, young, any quarterbacks we've seen in the ACC who are young and athletic runners and they're getting their opportunities, they run like they'll never get another opportunity again. Jordan Travis is still in that mode. Right now, you got to hit him. You got to make him fumble. He's putting himself in really, really bad positions. And he's leaving himself very, very exposed. So Jordan Travis, anytime you get a chance, I was telling Rummage earlier, you don't be surprised if you're watching it. During the game, of course, I'm going to say conspiracy. They're trying to get us kicked out, all that good stuff. But don't be surprised if you get a targeting call against against Louisville on Jordan Travis. Again, he tucks his head down. He changes angles. He runs like a running back. But the thing is, the referees are more likely to call a targeting, any kind of funny helmet contact with Jordan Travis. Like I said, he ducks and runs, and his angles change so much that a targeting could easily happen. So that will not surprise me if we get a target. Not that we're just like looking to be dirty or anything, but just be on the lookout for that. And the coach, I'm sure he told him, don't miss an opportunity to double up, triple up, hit Jordan Travis every way from Sunday. Any opportunity you can, make him pay for doing those quarterback heavy set runs. You just got to make him pay for that. Defense, blitzes, choose them wisely. Cornerbacks gotta locate the ball. Now, if our cornerbacks are doing the face guarding when the ball's in the air, it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad. If our cornerbacks need to be in a confident position now, where they feel safe, looking for the ball, reading the wide receiver's eyes when they know that they're gonna bring some extra pressure. Jordan Travis is going to give our cornerbacks an opportunity to make some big plays up the sidelines. Florida State still the confidence or the arrogance, whatever you want to call it. I think it's quality arrogance they have though, that they can throw the ball up in the air and beat most the wide receivers at Florida State feel like they can beat most cornerbacks. Our cornerbacks are going to be in a position to make plays, and they have to capitalize if that ball goes up in the air. I think that's four. There may be one more. A number five. Holding. Holding penalties. It's just you just watch them. Watch your offensive line holding penalties. You listen. You have to commit to violent blocking, but you can't hold. It sucks. Florida State has a reputation. big, it's the Florida States, the Miamis, the blue blood teams. When you're running the ball, you start running the ball well, they start calling holding because they can't believe Florida State is getting blown off the line or something like that. Watch for your holding calls. If they have a real tight whistle on the holding, it's going to be a bad sign for the University of Louisville, because I do think they should be able to run the ball. Florida State likes to over pursue. When they over pursue, sometimes offensive linemen can panic and think that, either they are blocking the wrong play, or they can kind of second guess, like, why is this guy flying this way, and they end up holding a little bit. It's like offensive linemen who are blocking for quarterbacks that run. They get more holding calls because they're not sure where their quarterback in. It's kind of the same way with a Florida State pursuit. They're a little undisciplined, so it's going to feel funny to the offensive lineman. So sometimes you just got to, stick to your block. But if it's, if you feel like you're running them out of play, keep on running them out to play. Don't worry about it. Let your running backs do their job. Let the coaches um, live action make the adjustments. Don't hold. Don't get caught holding. Don't feel panic. Don't feel like you have to hold. Cornerbacks as well. Like, don't feel like you have to hold to break up some, a pass or anything. Those are the steps. Those are my pregame steps coming into the game. I hope you liked them. Please leave a comment. Like the video, like the page, subscribe to the page. We may do some halftime. We may do some live in-game shows. So it's definitely worth it to subscribe to the page. Post game, I always encourage you to listen to 93.9 post game show, but we'll also do something here probably. Sometimes we like to just listen and comment as we listen to the 93.9 post game show. See y'all in a little bit. Good luck.